Hey gang, what's up? Guess what?
What?
We have mini episodes.
Woohoo!
So, welcome to Curiosity Kills, episode 1.5, otherwise known as 1.5.
Yeah.
For
if you're not into fractions and decimals,
yeah,
one's hard.
Math nerds out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, on these mini episodes, we're going to correct anything that we messed up on the episode. And then we're also going to clown ourselves because...
Why not?
Yeah.
We had to listen to these things too. We know exactly what we did wrong.
And there was a lot. So...
We don't have a degree in this, gang. We don't.
No.
No. We
Not
just
even
said,
an online
let's
certificate.
record conversations and just let anybody listen to it that wants to.
And surprisingly, it's harder to record yourself than you would think it would be.
Yeah.
You get all nervous. I mean,
Yeah.
we were doing voice exercises before we recorded this mini episode.
La 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 la.
Yep.
Ready?
I can't do that, but yes.
I was nervous as a whore on Dollar Day for the first one. And I know that's not the correct saying. I know it's supposed to be busier than a whore on Dollar Day. But if I was a whore and it was Dollar Day, I would be really nervous because I would be busier than usual. I would also, that changes the clientele a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't want like the bargain basement clientele.
No.
So I had every right to be nervous as a whore on Dollar Day.
Yeah.
I would say nervous as a whore in church, but that's not really...
You don't go to church.
No.
And
it hurts.
You're
it burns.
You're not a whore.
No.
I don't think.
Well, I'm too busy.
Yeah. Well, when you work 2 jobs,
Yeah.
you don't
and
have
do
time.
podcasts.
Yeah. It's like a whole other job. But
Yeah.
a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your chances for getting murdered also way higher on Dollar Night.
Oh, yeah. Well, because I couldn't be a whore because we learned that's everybody's favorite victim. Because nobody cares what happens to them.
Sad.
Nobody's looking for them. Manhunt takes a long time. Like, man, it's a whore. And,
Or even if they get away and they go give a testimony, they're like, huh, who's gonna believe her?
she's a whore. Here's the deal with that. I think we need to do a dedicated podcast just to prostitutes because that job ain't easy.
No.
No one appreciates them.
Mm-mm.
They get used as like...
Cum bucket.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Dad.
Yeah. Whoa.
For that term.
For the term, not for the...
Whoa!
No.
Whoa!
We're going to take a small break and do some therapy. No, I'm just kidding.
And we're back.
And back.
that was
She's
quick.
going to be in therapy for a while, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry to your dad if he's listening to this.
He's not.
That's good.
Yeah. He's too busy reading books.
My parents will not be listening to this either. I don't think that they're too excited about me doing a true crime podcast because I think that they've been waiting a long time for me to not be as interested. Can you imagine, though, if you had a little kid, just little chubby cheeks and blonde hair that was like, can I get the Time Life books on serial killers? You know, how alarming is that?
Probably better than you asking for the Bible.
They would have preferred that.
What?
It would have been scary to us to think back to that. But, I mean, I got the planets. They got me the Time Life books on planets, so that was cool, too. But it's never really changed. I've always been fascinated with it. And I think it's kind of like me saying fuck all the time. They've tried so long. Like, since I was, 3 to get that to stop. And it just...
Was it your first word?
I think so. I think
surprising.
it probably was.
Yeah.
It was probably me.
Because you're a narcissist.
As we'll find out.
We'll find out later.
Yeah.
We took some tests.
We took some tests. The results, I mean, it wasn't as bad as a positive pregnancy test or anything.
Woo!
But, whoa.
That's the worst kind of test out there.
Definitely don't have time for that. But I might be a little bit of a narcissist.
Yeah.
Or a lot of it.
Too bad they didn't get you books over Greek goddesses and gods when you were younger.
I was not smart enough to handle that until I was well into my 30s.
I'm not smart enough. I want you to tell me one story a month because it blows my fucking mind.
Yeah.
I can't handle it.
It's real incestuous. And the fact that I am long since an adult and got into it by watching Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. And I was like, this is manageable. I could probably learn this way. And it's just been Greek myth since then. And murder.
Murder. I don't want to get too much into it, but Greek mythology fascinates me because almost every name is based off of a Greek god or goddess.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like Harry Potter characters.
Yep.
That I was just like, oh, his name's Fred, because this is like a totally normal name, you know? But no.
Nope.
He's based off of him. I don't know if he is, but other names
That
and
one
stuff.
particularly is not. But there is a lot. And it's funny how I know that anytime I bring it up and I'm like, oh, and did you know that this was because of... And you're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I glaze over.
Yeah, I would too. We're derailing. You can tell that it's like 10 o'clock at night.
Sorry, guys. We've been at work for 14 hours.
That's our Monday through Friday.
Yeah, we're just chilling in my car.
So when we sound like crazy people, actually your car makes the most amazing, like, recording studio that we've had so far, even though your husband made us an amazing one for the house, which we will still use.
Yeah, but I live in bumfuck, so...
You do live in bumfuck.
And you don't like that.
No.
Yeah.
But I do like that we're in our work parking lot and just talking about all of our fuck-ups.
Yeah, which I guess we can get into those. There was just a few. In episode 1, I was talking about BTK. He called his desire to kill something special. It's called Factor X.
I didn't know that.
How could I forget that?
You did get it tattooed on you.
Yeah, but he came up with it on his own, just like his nickname.
I told you can't leave important stuff like that to other people.
No.
If you want it done right, you do it your goddamn self.
Like Richard Ramirez, they were calling him the screen
screen
door intruder.
God, when we get to the podcast about Richard Ramirez, he went through lots of different names in the media. It wasn't until like he was almost caught that he became the Night Stalker.
Yeah, that's disappointing for him, probably. I don't know that he cared, though. He was so disorganized.
Yeah, he was a fucking mess.
He didn't give two fucks. So, Factor X, and he also thinks that is every serial killer's reason for killing. Like, he talks about Son of Sam and how he's positive Son of Sam had Factor X. No, Son of Sam had a gun and, like, just walked up to cars and just was like, pow, 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 I'm gonna run away.
Yeah, he was a mealy little bitch.
Like, he's like my least favorite serial killer.
Yeah, he was, I don't know.
Not interesting at all.
No.
Super boring.
Scared the shit out of New Yorkers for a while, though. Kudos.
Yeah. I mean,
now there's shit way scarier than that. I mean, that's a typical
Tuesday night at the disco.
Yeah.
The disco. Also, I didn't mention BTK was arrested in 2005. I think when we were discussing it, I didn't say that he was arrested in 1991, but I didn't make the connection that his last murder was in 1991, and then he went until 2004, sort of a dry spell, and then he was like, wait a second, I need the media to know who I am. And so then he did the whole thing with the floppy disk and blah, blah, blah. He was finally arrested in 2005. So that's why I saw him on People magazines.
Yeah.
On the covers.
Who knows how many copies of those he bought.
Oh, I think that's what is in his cell.
Yeah, it's his wallpaper.
Is him on the cover of multiple magazines.
Yeah.
Which would be your cell.
Yeah.
If you were arrested.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's what my apartment is lined with. Just photos of myself and all the cool things about me.
Yeah, you have like posters and...
Yeah.
But you ask your friends to make you posters for your birthday and Christmas?
Well, I mean, I can't do all of that by myself.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to know when to delegate. You have to know when to delegate.
That's true. That's what makes you a good supervisor.
Yeah, a good leader. I will tell you how to feel about things. And more importantly, how to feel about me.
I like that.
You know what I just realized?
What?
I didn't introduce us at all.
Oh, shit.
And it was it was brought to our attention that a big duh. How on earth would you know who we are? You can't see us. I'm Lindsay. I'm the one that sounds like I've been smoking for the last, I don't know, 87 fucking years, which is partially true. I did smoke for like 10 years, but that was a long time ago. This is all allergies. I'm not a man, not a drag queen, because my makeup will never be that fucking awesome. And I won't be that great, and I can't walk on heels. And
you wear high-heeled flip-flops every day.
Well, I'm short, and I like them. They're not high-heeled. They're just a wedge, like a foam wedge.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a few inches.
Tell yourself whatever you need to.
Yeah. I know that when I fall off of them, it's not a very far fall. So this is Haley.
What's up? I'm the one that says yeah. 1,000 times an episode. We thought about titling the first episode, Yeah, by Usher, but like copyright infringement.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd be upset about it.
Yeah, we wanted you guys to know what the episode was about. Like, didn't want you to think you were getting into like some, hip-hop, pop culture stuff.
No, it's not going to be anything that cool.
No.
This is true crime.
Serious
pop culture.
Serious stuff. No jokes allowed.
Our first episode was pretty serious. We were so nervous we were like kids giving a book report.
And we had discussed what we were going to talk about for like a good 6 hours. So
we're like, how are we going to do this? We're so disorganized.
Sorry, guys. You caught us on like a Saturday night, which you would think would be our, like, we'd have like a lot of energy. No. We should record when we get off work.
Oh, yeah.
On like a Wednesday night.
That's when the cartwheels and giggles and everything else are happening.
Yeah, Saturday night, I'm like, yeah, you can come over, but I'm wearing my Plants vs. Zombies high water PJs.
I don't even
like
know what that
tank.
means, but I support it.
Yeah, so, yeah, we should record on a weekday.
Which we are, so that's good.
Yeah.
What else did we screw up?
Just a couple more things. I mentioned Stephen King wrote a book loosely based on BTK, and I was just going to give you guys the title. It's called A Good Marriage. So it's a novella, so it's pretty short. Just check that out. And then also, Lindsay had asked me about Robert Hansen in the first episode if he had ever...
Wait, that was the guy that would kidnap people, fuck them up, then set them loose in
Alaska
and hunt them like wild game.
Yeah. He you had asked me if any of his victims had died in the environment.
Well, yeah, the elements. I mean, Alaska's no joke.
I would last
I can't
2
handle
fucking
Kansas.
Seconds out there.
I'm such a city dweller that
no.
I'd be like, the first branch I tripped over, I'd be like, I'm done. I'm just gonna, but survival of the fittest.
Yeah, my dog Clementine, who I had growing up, if it snowed outside, she'd put one paw in the snow. She'd be like, fuck this.
Yeah.
That would be me.
Yeah.
He'd make me leave the cabin. I'd put one fucking toe in the snow. I'd be like, no, just murder me in here.
You better shoot me.
I'll run around the house and you can do like a Real Housewives episode.
Well,
I don't
pretend
know.
it's flag football.
Is that what Real Housewives is about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what a lot of Bravo programming is. I love Bravo. Let's not even start on my love for Bravo.
Yes.
Don't even.
So I did some extra research, and I don't think that any of his victims ever died from the environment. It seems like he hunted them and killed them pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because he
didn't want them getting away. Of course, civilization is
he wanted to have fun with them.
scarce up there.
Yeah, and I mean, did you want a bear to eat your prey? No. You want to kill him yourself.
Too bad I didn't come across any bears. I mean, we've seen The Revenant. We've read The Revenant. Bears are no joke either.
Nope.
There are bears in Alaska?
Yeah. That's when my dad goes bear hunting.
Your dad... That's for another time.
Yeah.
We'll discuss that.
We're having him on our other podcast on The Revenant.
Oh, yeah. We'll link that. We're going to do like a podcast on books, too. It's kind of to offset the watch list that we're probably on for research for this podcast. Just kidding.
No, she's not.
No. I have Googled some shit that I am definitely...
Well, I think we made a blood oath, right? That if you die, I have to I get first dibs at looking at your internet history.
Yes.
Then I send it to Chrissy.
Yes.
And then I burn your entire apartment to the ground.
If I don't do it first, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I also had some cyanide tablet earrings made. So
good.
In the case that one of us does end up on a watch list, we just take those immediately.
Yeah, if you don't have an episode up for like 8 days, we gone.
Or, yeah, we gone.
We gone. Yes. In our last error, and this is going to happen a lot, so brace yourselves, we pronounced the name wrong.
We're not like professional anythings except for awesome.
Yeah. And I'm from Kansas.
That doesn't mean anything.
And I went to a small school. So, guys, it is amazing that I can read.
Having to read, there's some really fucked up last names.
Okay.
It's not as easy as our little tiny last names.
Yeah. I mean,
these are German and shit.
My name is a color.
Yeah.
So
makes it super easy.
Yeah.
And mine is loosely after a town in Norway. So Go Viking.
Okay, go you. Yeah, we get it. You're a
Go Thor.
fucking Viking. We get it.
That's where I get my merit
We pronounced, I think we called him Mingle or
Mingle,
Joseph
or I don't
Mingle.
know. Was that German physicist? No.
He was the physician at Auschwitz, who I posted an extra link on there for you guys. Also known as Uncle and how you pronounce his last name is Minghella.
Oh.
Minghella. So Uncle Minghella, a.k.a. First Creepy Uncle, a.k.a. the creator of the Human Centipede.
Oh my God.
I know you love the Human Centipede. Try to bring it up as much as possible.
I should do a link to our podcast about the cake I made our friend Chrissy.
Yes.
Because it disturbed her so much.
I wish we could have done that Christmas sweater, but for some reason, people at our jobs don't like it when you have naked Santas sewn ass to mouth on a Christmas sweater.
We would have won that contest hands down. Hands and knees down.
Yes. Yes.
I will never watch that movie, by the way.
I'm so disappointed.
I know you are, but I will not do it.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh.
So
good. I wanted to tell you about this book that a friend of the podcast, Jenny.
Shout out, Jenny.
Hey, Jenny,
guys,
thank you for this.
She is the best. She supplies
really
us with cupcakes and awesome gifts all the
Literature
time.
and cupcakes. That's the only fuel we need for this.
And she's super good at making cards.
Yeah, and she's so supportive and sweet. She gave us this book that is titled 101 People You Won't Meet in Heaven. The Twisted Achievements of the Most Brutal and Sadistic Individuals. Hooked on Phonics did not work for me. The Twisted Achievements of the Most Brutal and Sadistic Individuals, whatever, the world has ever known, by Michael Powell. The cover is just Manson. And it is...
But he looks like Jesus, though.
He thinks... I think... Doesn't he... He probably thinks he's Jesus somewhere.
Yeah.
This is... he still has the dark hair. Sunken in gaunt eyes.
And he's got the swastika.
Prominent swastika.
Carved in between his eyebrows.
And I haven't made it to this point in our research yet, so...
Do you think he carved the swastika in between his eyebrows so hair wouldn't grow into a unibrow there?
Could be.
Because if so...
Could be.
Hook me up. Not with a swastika.
No. We'll just put like a nice little dainty, like a daisy.
Yeah.
Or a bow. That'd be super
like
cute.
That. I like that.
So I was looking through this book, and it dawned on me that you guys don't know this, but there's quite an age difference between Haley and I. And though she is by far the more mature one, I am by far the older one. And I have decided that I would like to just read these little bits, just some excerpts about people, as kind of a bedtime story for Haley. Get her wound down for the evening, calm her down a little bit, just give her some stuff to think about as she drives home and goes to bed.
Well, there's nothing more relaxing to me than serial killer facts.
You know, and I think maybe that's something that you'll want to tell your therapist when you include the part about your dad.
You mean
earlier.
Me?
Yes. That's true. You know, only truly crazy people.
Oh, I have diagnosed myself many times.
Haley is looking to go into clinical psychology, so, which is good because she has all kinds of people around her to do case studies on.
Yeah, I've been doing them since I was born, man. What are these parents doing?
Oh my God. So if you don't mind, I would like for you to get super just comfortable, and you two listeners just chill out. And
Eat a popsicle.
Have
a cool down moment.
It's June. It's hot as shit already. And I want to tell you a little bit about Donald Gaskins with a G. And this book just goes through like their name, titles, who was he, influences, body count, quotes.
I like quotes.
Yeah. So here we go.
Okay.
Donald Gaskins. Birth names, Donald Henry Gaskins. His titles were Junior Parrot. That's probably French and I don't even know it. Pee-wee. You're going to end up masturbating in a theater, sir. Okay. Birth was March 13th, 1933. Florence County, South Carolina. His death was September 6, 1991, in the electric chair. as he probably was supposed to be there. He was the most sadistic and prolific serial killer in South Carolina history.
What a
which
title.
I think is I think to have that title in like the real heart of the Appalachian area.
They're not including slave owners though in this.
True fact. Those people killed a lot of people.
Or police officers.
No.
Oh, just kidding. Just
We're
kidding.
just kidding, sirs.
We love
Yep.
you.
We respect the work that you do. We know that just like not all assholes are murderers,
Yeah.
not all police officers are bad people either.
Yep.
And it's only the bad ones that get the attention. It's the
That's
cool
true.
ones that we come across every day.
Let's not go down that rabbit hole, but that is
No.
really sad.
But in South Carolina, I can't speak for South Carolina. What I can speak about is Topeka. How much we love boys in blue here.
Well, yes.
Except for all my tickets, which I'm trying to slow down. I just have places to go. Okay, back on track. Early influences. Okay. He was born to a single mother. Ding!
Wait, hold on. Early influences, like, are you gonna list, like, serial killers from the past that, like, inspired him?
I don't even know if they knew about each other yet. This was a kind of hey, let's have mass ways of communicating
Wouldn't
with
that
each
be
other.
amazing, though? Because, like, on music artists' Wikipedia pages, they're like, Red Hot Chili Peppers were inspired by Alice in Chains. And, like, if you had a serial killer page, that would be like...
Actually, Alice in Chains was one of his earlier influences.
That's not true.
That is
Don't
not true.
speak about them like
I will
that
not.
to me.
I will not. Don't get me started on them. Oh, I
Lane
love
Staley,
them.
R.I.P.
Oh. Okay, he was born to a single mother who hooked up with a series of boyfriends and finally a stepfather, all of whom mistreated and beat him.
Shocking.
No.
This has never happened with a serial
My
killer
God.
before.
Now, keep in mind that unfortunately shit like this happens to kids all the time. They don't always end up serial killers.
Oh, God. The school I worked at.
Yeah, she worked in a
I would have
super high risk.
400 serial killers out of there if every
There
kid was
a
a bad...
minimum of 200 though running around. Confirmed serial killer. Okay, so he was nicknamed Pee-wee because he was short and skinny. After a violent school career, which can't wait to look into that, he quit and became a mechanic. And I think it's important that everyone have a skilled trade.
I don't have one. Hashtag twinsies.
Yep. But we can record in a car like nobody's business.
Yeah, that's a real skill.
Yeah, super
Fuck
marketable.
mechanics.
As
Who
part
needs
of-
the car fixed?
Not us, as long as we can sit in it, as long as those doors open.
Yeah.
All right.
especially-
As part of a gang called the Trouble Trio, that reminds me of you, me, and Chrissy from our other podcast.
3 T's.
Oh my God. He burgled and raped young boys. Oh,
That's not us.
that's not nice at all.
It's not us.
At age 13, he attacked a teenage girl with an axe during a burglary and was sent to reform school. What do you do with a kid who attacks somebody with an axe? You send him to reform school.
So he can rape other little boys.
I don't know what goes on at reform school, but it can't be anything good. Where he was repeatedly gang raped. Oh.
See?
God. Karma is a bitch. He was released in 1951 on his 18th birthday, but soon back in prison for attacking a woman with a hammer. Shouldn't he have like a wrench?
He's like decreased. Like he starts out with an axe and then he goes to a hammer. Next he's gonna be hitting her with like a fucking balloon animal.
Oh my God, yeah. Okay, so he's like chucking paper clips at people.
Yeah.
He spent the next decade in and out of prison, and in the early 60s, he was convicted of statutory rape of a 12-year-old girl. I don't like this guy. I kind of wish I'd read over this before now. After 6 more years in prison, he was paroled. Of course! Because who cares about raping a 12-year-old?
You'll see that a lot.
In 1968, and embarked on a career as a serial killer. Well, aspirations, dude. The title of the next section is, what did he do was so wrong? He raped and cannibalized his victims. Are you sure you're all comfy and cozy? This is where it gets good. I want you to...
I'm getting hyped.
I'm getting stoked. Okay.
We do not rile each other up.
We're not going to go to bed for hours. After killing his first victim, he described how at this moment he discovered a way to assuage, I don't know that word, and I'm fairly educated and I don't know that word, the bothersome feelings that had afflicted him his whole life until then. From then on, he threw himself cheerfully into mass murder.
Cheerfully.
If you're not going to do it cheerfully, then fucking stop doing it.
Yeah, like Jeffrey Dahmer did not like to kill.
He didn't. He was so torn.
So sad.
Performing contract or revenge killings. Well, see, That is, he was fulfilling a need in the community. Okay? And he called his serious murders and his coastal killings, which were purely for fun. So, you gotta balance work.
With
You
your
gotta have
hobbies.
a home life, a homework balance.
Make your job what you love to do.
And you'll never work a day in your life. Yeah. Okay. His victims included his 15-year-old niece, a pregnant mother, and her 2-year-old toddler. Okay. I'm glad that section's over because I don't like any of that.
No.
Body count. Although he confessed to 13 murders, he is thought to have killed as many as 200. Dude, I don't get that. They're like, well, he only confessed to this many. Just go all out. Don't you want the attention anyway?
That's why I always love those estimated numbers. I'm like, no, they told you about all these other people.
Are you saying because you couldn't find the little bits left over that you can't confirm it? Okay, so famous quotes.
Here we
I'm
go.
sure he was
Getting some new tattoo ideas.
super well
for
versed.
myself.
I have walked the same path as God
Oh.
by taking lives and making others afraid. I became God's equal.
No.
Through killing others, I became my own master. Through my own power, I come to my own redemption. The end. That's all you get for this evening.
I don't like that.
I know you don't, and I hope that I'm going to work on a creepy voice so that I can just really bother you as you drive into the country, into like Children of the fucking Corn type shit.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I'll listen to some podcasts on my drive home.
Yeah.
Fucking terrified to get out of my car
Yeah.
and walk that path to my house.
No, I have to listen to the last podcast on the left.
Well, that's what I listened to,
If I
and I'm
can-
still scared. I'm still scared.
Even after Henry does all of the hilarious things.
Yeah, I'm still like, what's in the shadows? I think it stems from my dad.
We know what's in the shadows of the small town that you live in.
Yeah, my dad. Every time we took the trash out, my dad would pretend to be a werewolf and scare
What?
the shit out of us.
Oh,
So
okay.
he was a good dad.
Put that on the docket for upcoming
Therapy.
therapy.
But I'm
do you have good insurance? I mean, are you getting the help you need?
got that state insurance.
Woohoo!
But when you analyze yourself, you save money.
That's true. And you know what could go wrong with being your own therapist?
Nothing.
No.
Absolutely
No,
nothing.
that's not going to lead to just like a cataclysmic meltdown ever.
Never.
All right.
Never.
Well, what are we doing on our next podcast?
Next podcast, we're going to talk about what happens when a crime is committed. So we're going to start up at the top with, arriving to the crime scene,
Yeah.
basically. So who comes to the crime scene? Why do certain jurisdictions take over?
Cool.
Criminal profiling.
I think it's that research that I've done that's definitely landed me on. Don't Google how is a crime investigated, how is a murder investigated.
Don't do that, guys.
No.
Don't do it.
No, don't do it. And thank you for sticking with us. We are getting better as we go. For those of you who are familiar with us, this is just us having a conversation with our friends that we don't get to see all the time. And hopefully we're making new friends through new listeners. So
Yeah,
we
so
appreciate you. Check us out on Twitter if you haven't already. Facebook, Curiosity Kills Podcast. You can see us at the website. Haley is always posting really cool stuff. So
Yeah, I try to do that and
Yeah.
try to, because I love information.
Yeah.
Curiosity kills, they say.
that's true.
So I'll try to, keep
Kills our productivity. I know that.
keep giving you guys some fun stuff, and
Yep.
you can check us out.
We're
anywhere.
on Stitcher now.
Yeah, Stitcher, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes.
And our website. You can play
And our
directly out from the website.
So you're welcome.
And any feedback, if you guys have stories,
Yes,
if you have
please.
insights, we love hearing, and that's how we ended up in this situation anyways.
Yeah, tweet us, Facebook message, email. We would love to hear from anyone.
Absolutely. Well, we do get some feedback, and it's fun to hear.
It
We
is.
really like it. So I hope you guys have a good night. We need to end this and get ready for another 14-hour day tomorrow.
Yes, and so we will post episode 2 on Sunday.
Yeah. We'll try to do these mini episodes midweek.
Yeah, this week, we just didn't
We're
get on
working
it.
this out as we go, man.
Yeah, stick with us, and we will become professionals.
That's right. Bye, guys.
Bye.